I'm going to test the mailboxes that present themselves as locked to see if they actually do lock. Blakeman says we are already seeing a change in the fast food industry as kiosks are now taking the jobs of cashiers. Quincy University aviation students get to hop in planes like this one 2 to 3 times a week in order to practice flying to get their certificates to fly. I'm standing outside of the men's volleyball locker room where the puzzle and the fish Rupert are housed. The team is responsible for checking in on Rupert and feeding him daily. Voting is more than just an amendment to Christina Fuehne.
Being an American citizen, that is my right, my birthright, and I should not have that hindered.
When Fuehne went to receive her envelope that her father sent to QU, the mail worker said it was already signed out.
They showed it to me, they said, here is where you signed it out. And my roommate was with me at the time, and she said, even before I could even get it out, that's not her handwriting.
Fuehne filed a report with security stating her mail had been stolen, and security had multiple meetings with Fuehne.
Kept asking me if my mailbox was unlocked. It wasn't. I make sure to lock my mailbox every single time after I go and check my mail or get mail.
Mail coordinator Sue Winking declined an on-camera interview, but she says it is a student's responsibility to make sure their mailboxes are locked. I'm going to test the mailboxes that present themselves as locked to see if they actually do lock. Head of Security Sam Lathrop says to his knowledge, mailbox theft has only happened twice out of the 7 years he's been here. Fuehne says her case has been dropped due to the lack of evidence. There are no cameras in the student mailroom.
It makes me, as a student who has to live on campus, feel very unsafe and rather disturbed that security is unable to even be able to catch a petty theft.
If you have questions or concerns regarding your mailbox, you should contact Winking. Students in Francis Hall and North Campus will find the walls filled with sticky notes. The sticky notes contain words of encouragement and Bible verses. One note said, "Live every day to its fullest." The people behind it? Members of Crew, an interdenominational Bible study group looking to grow in faith.
We want to just be positive and encouraging for all students. Like, we want students to understand that, like, they are loved and they're cared for. And, like, there's someone out there who cares about them, whether they know it or not.
And the notes are having an impact on students.
That was a nice little note to see walking up the stairs.
Anyone is allowed to join Crew, and there's no fee for membership, but you don't have to be a part of Crew to make a difference. Organizers encourage students to do their own acts of goodness, whether it's leaving a note of encouragement on the wall or simply opening the door for others.
What you do in life, you should always be encouraging to others and loving to others and kind to others. That's really what the sticky notes are. They're an embodiment of the kindness and love that one should share with every single person every day.
The QU Special Olympics College hosted the 2nd annual Campus Plunge-a-thon. The money raised at the campus event will go towards the Quincy Polar Plunge at Mormon Park.
That we do something on campus, that way we can help get the school involved and raise some money for Special Olympics, because it's kind of a big thing in Quincy, I feel like.
Go! Jump! Oh my God!
Students, faculty, and staff could plunge in an ice bath outside to raise awareness.
So we realized that students don't have a lot of money, so we decided that if you donate anything, you can go in.
The group received donations from Chartwell so participants could get a hot chocolate or coffee after plunging. One Special Olympics athlete was there to cheer on people who plunged. He expressed his gratitude for everyone who donates to the cause.
Thank you for coming in to you for donate my plunge.
The campaign began at the men's volleyball game last Saturday. The organization raised over $500 that night. Last year, they received $1,500 in donations, but this year they are hoping to surpass that. Despite the cold weather and the snow on the ground, organizers hope enough students show up and donate so that they can raise over $5,000 at this event. Walsh hopes the event also increases involvement.
We're trying to get more people involved each year, and just by doing little things like this, they can find out more about it.
Well, one QU senior spends his Friday nights in the police car, but it's not what you think. He actually wants to be there. Here's a story of why internships are so important. Carl Hirsch knows exactly what he wants to do.
I'm applying with the Fort Lauderdale Police Department, and I'm definitely hoping to get hired as soon as possible.
To get there, Carl is interning at the Quincy Police Department.
Riding with officers the whole time, it's a great experience for you. You really get to pick the minds of some of the guys who have been here for a long time.
Carl hopes this helps him land a job quickly.
This experience with the Quincy Police Department is going to be able to set me apart from other applicants.
He fits this in while majoring in criminal justice and being a pitcher for the baseball team.
You have to work as a team, you have to work as a unit, which in really any single job you can think of is going to be required.
He recently joined the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, hoping to eventually get into union work with police officers.
A union worker would represent the police officer, whatever it is, and the Student Athletic Advisory Committee represents the sport you're from. So hopefully that'll give me a little bit of an edge into that field as well.
This all will help supplement Carl's resume and get him a job faster.
No matter what field you're doing, an internship is a foot in the door, so to speak, especially if you're applying to the job that you've interned at, you have that much more of a chance to get that job.
You should have some sort of job experience and community service. David also says to have someone check over your resume. If you're not sure where to go to build your resume or to find an internship, you can go to the Quest Center like Carl did. Internships can give students experiences they wouldn't have otherwise.
But I couldn't have picked a better department to do it with. The people, the men and women of the Quincy Police Department are just so above and beyond what I think a community should want their police officers to be.
If you are interested in applying for an internship, visit the Quest Center located in the SSC. Farmers use this chemical routinely to keep pests away from their crops, and you might be drinking it. Talk about a well-traveled kid. Not even a year old, a newborn has been traveling all over the U.S. and may even break a world record. In the past 2 weeks, Quincy University received at least 3 complaints of a smell of gas in Garner Hall. Gray Gallery will host an art exhibition showing off works by Howard Kuo of Hannibal. Kuo is a retired physical therapist and a self-taught artist. The exhibition will be open from March 4th through the 29th. The event is free and open to the public. Right, they're like, come on, groundhog. We're not seeing spring yet. Thank you for that update.
You're welcome.
Spring is on its way, and that means Easter isn't too far behind. You'll see Easter candy and decorations already lining the shelves, and one longtime Easter tradition is now expanding. You will soon be able to stuff those baskets with new flavors of Peeps. Among the new kinds of Peeps available this year include pancakes and syrup, cotton candy, root beer float, and blue raspberry. The new flavors are rolling out in grocery stores nationwide. Not a fan of those. Not a fan of any of that. I agree with you. The KU men's volleyball team was featured on the NCAA volleyball Twitter account. The team successfully completed a header challenge. Take a look. Setter Adam Rogan sets the ball with his head naturally to 5 of his teammates. And then with a pass from Connor Martin, he sends it to the trash can, and it's good. And the team has quite the celebration. The NCAA captioned the tweet, "How do you get your head in the game?" A primary care physician loved by his community. 2 devoted and welcoming brothers, a vibrant 97-year-old with a lot of years left. These victims were among the people whose lives were cut short while worshiping last Saturday. Recent polar vortex caused KU to cancel school. Classes have been canceled at least 3 times due to the weather this year. The recent cold front brought temperatures that some students have never experienced. The Student Success Center offered gloves, blankets, hats, and other warm essentials for students.